Good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the last time I was your keynote speaker for the UNCF banquet, my subject, because every Black Baptist preacher must have a subject, my subject was, a waste is a terrible thing to mind. A waste is a terrible thing to mind, which of course is a twist on UNCF's motto of all these years, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Well, tonight, in the tradition of verbal twists, my subject is UNCF. You Negroes cannot fail. Now, see, let me tell you something. The UNCF and the NAACP and the Urban League and all of these organizations, they're getting financial support from the others. They're getting, if it weren't for European Americans with money and resources, our organizations would have died alone. Time ago, ain't nobody gonna say amen. If it weren't for the McClatchys and the Bonses and all of these well-meaning white Americans and white Southerners and white Mississippians and white Tennesseans, not only would our organizations have died, our colleges would have died. I'm going to say it whether you like it or not. It's not up to European Americans to support our organizations and our children. It's up to you and me. So if we're going to get our children to and through college, it's going to be up to us Negroes. That's amazing that when you use the word Negro, people, ooh, I can't believe it. Duh, it's the United Negro. Black folk be tripping about stuff that don't even matter. Who cares? In order to get our young people to and through college, you Negroes cannot. I bet you won't forget this subject. Addressing an assembly of the NAACP, which, again, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And then black folk got nerve to get upset when you use the word color. Duh! You are colored. All of us are colored. White folk are colored. Everybody got a color. Stop tripping. Y'all don't know whether to laugh. I said some ground rules. If I said something funny, y'all laugh. The thing about, one of the things about academia is that when you're involved in academia, you get this false sense of, man, please. I got as many degrees as most folk in here. So don't trip on me now. Don't play. Don't get it twisted. Morehouse College ain't no easy thing to get through. Temple Law School, that ain't no easy thing to finish. And Memphis Theological Seminary, hey, hallelujah. So don't trip. Come on, let's be real with one another, amen? But addressing an assembly of the NAACP in 1926, Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois said this: suppose the only Negro who survived some centuries hence was a Negro painted by white Americans in the novels and essays that they have written. What would people in 100 years say of black Americans? If the only Negro in 100 years was the one that white Americans write about and paint, what would America say about the Negro. Well, we're just 13 years shy of 100 years from the day that Du Bois made that statement. We're just 13 years shy. So I'm suggesting tonight that we reflect on his question. What is the world going to say about Negro Americans, Black Americans, 100 years hence? Are they going to say that we let our organizations die on the vine? Are they going to say that we graduated from member institutions and did not support them? Are they going to say we were too busy Facebooking and tweeting and partying to do something of substance? Please allow me to, I told y'all I ain't preaching in 2 weeks, so please allow me to interject another historical footnote here that I believe to be germane and relevant to tonight's cause. Today's date, February 21st, is also the date in 1965 on which Malcolm X was assassinated in the Audubon Ballroom in Manhattan, New York City, while giving a speech to a Negro organization called the Organization of Afro-American Unity. Any history students in here? It is Black History Month, you know. Perhaps not surprisingly, Malcolm X's assassins were also Negroes. Y'all not gonna help me in here tonight. It wasn't the KKK that killed Malcolm X. It was other Negroes. All right. And chances are, if when you leave this building tonight, your car has been vandalized. Chances are it wasn't the KKK. It was Brahman. You're right. So perhaps not surprisingly, the gunmen who took Malcolm X's life were also Negroes. And they were also members of the Nation of Islam, which is another Negro organization. We are our own worst enemy. Ain't nobody here talking about us but us. We're going to find something wrong with everybody. Look at him. Can you believe he's still wearing collar bars in 2013? Just anybody. Look at her. But she got that gold. Where's she going with that gold dress on? Don't she know this Holly Spring? We major in minors. We spend a whole lot of time talking about stuff that doesn't even. Make sure you get that right when you tweet it out. United Negro College Fund. I'm almost finished. Getting students to and through. Somebody help me say through. Through. Somebody help me say through. Through. Getting it ain't enough to get them to. That's right. Well. Y'all got me throwing my bracelet off my arm. Getting students to and through. The word to, you know, I have an English degree. You wouldn't know it, by the way. But I did get an English degree from Morehouse College. I majored in English literature and linguistics. me I can quote Chaucer. Canterbury Tales, yes I can. Oh, you don't believe it? While that arbor weary surely so the fruit of March have passed told the road and bothered every vine in switching the cord. Y'all not gonna help me today. So it's not enough to get to college, you got to get through. The word to is a preposition that speaks of moving in the direction of. We got to get them going this way. What some of our children are doing, they ain't even coming this way, doctor. You got to at least expose them. Thank God for those of you who bought tickets for some young person to come tonight, or who brought some young person here tonight. They might not go to college, but at least tonight they are exposed. Our motto with our young people at the church, the reason we got 2 buses and get ready to buy another one is because if you see more, you'll be more. You can't be no more than you can see. I'm preaching up in here now. You got to see it if you're going to tweet that one, y'all. That's a good one. You got to see it. If you're going to be at see more, be more. So we got to get them to, we got to get them in the direction of college. But not only that, we got to get them through. The word through is a preposition as well. Let's talk about location. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, ladies and gentlemen? Where are you in your mind? Where are you in your spirit? Where are you in your walk? Where are you in your consciousness? God asked Adam one day, Adam, where? He knew where it was physically, but God wanted to know, do you know where you are in your mind? Woo! You got to get through. You got to get to and then get through, which means the word through means you got to go in one side and out the other. And those of you students are hanging around with folk that's cutting class and smoking dope and drinking beer and having sex and doing everything you didn't come. You don't get no degree for fornicating. That ain't in my notes, but I just felt like a revelation from the Ain't no bachelor's degree for fornicating, not if there was. We can have some cum laude, some magna cum laude. I'm not going to get no help in here tonight. Are we still working? Are we still recording here, Terrence? Are you sure we're recording? Yes. The numbers moving on there? Well, I'm going to make you give me my $20 back. So we got to get them to and we got to get them through. Those of you who are in the midst of your journey at Russ College, be encouraged, my brother. Be encouraged, my sisters. Be encouraged, because when it gets the roughest, that's when you got to bunker down. That's when you'll remember. When you graduate, you'll remember that night you stayed up all night studying for that exam. When you get out of here, you'll remember the hard times, but you ain't going to get through unless you keep on moving. Now, as I understand it, the graduation rates here at Russ College for the freshman classes of 2004 through 2006. In other words, these are statistics of people who came in as freshmen in 2004, 2005, 2006, and received their bachelor's degree in 6 years or less. These are the statistics for Russ College. 2004 entering freshmen, 28% of them got their degree in 6 years or less. 2005, 29% of entering freshmen got their degree in 6 years or less. 2006, 35%. So that the number rose over those 3 years. And President Beckley, that's a tribute to your leadership. Okay, thank you for your polite applause, but you need to get a man a hand for raising the graduation. I mean, that is what we have college for, ain't it? To graduate people, ain't that what we supposed to be doing? It's not a place where you come and, you know what? Why am I sweating like this? If you know what, if the professors could just put all the children out who ain't serious about their education. Yeah. If you ask the professor, which one of these Negroes would you block them from ever entering, darkening the door of the campus again? All of them will be able to identify self. But we don't get carried away, we don't get disgusted, we don't get depressed, we don't give up on those who are in the middle of the journey. We try to encourage them to have a second look at it and decide that what's at the end is better than where I am now. If I make it through, it will be worth mine. But at nearly half of the HBCUs in the United States, the graduation rate is 33% or lower. Man. That means that 2/3 of the people who come into these schools drop out or flunk out or run out of money. And that's why we're here tonight. There are some very real threats, however, to the task that we face in getting our children to and through college. Do you have time for me to tell you what they are? I said, do you have time for me to tell you what they are? Yes. There are four major threats to us getting our children to and through college. Number one, gun violence. You say, well, what has gun violence got to do with getting to and through college? Need you ask? The young lady in Chicago who was murdered, 15 years old, the one who had just participated in President Obama's re-inauguration. She was on her way to gun violence took her out. Another young lady, young people all over the place. How many of y'all know somebody who has been killed or injured through gun violence in the last 5 years? Raise your hand if you know somebody. That's too many. And we up here tripping. Every time you look around, somebody's sending a Facebook notice. I invite you to come play cowboy basketball with me. I invite you to the party to celebrate Brown. What the heck? We create reasons to have a social event while our children are dying in the street. Gun violence, that's a very real threat. Did you know that in the United States in 2011, 1,668 blacks under the age of 22 were killed in this country? That's more than the people who were killed in Afghanistan that year. In 2008 and 2009, black children and teenagers were just 15% of the nation's population, but 45% of the young people killed by guns. We got to do something. And you say, well, we on college campus, we ain't got to worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think they got a guard out there? Folk are crazy. I graduated Morehouse College, y'all. Last month, a Morehouse College student was shot on campus by a student at Clark Atlanta University. Both member institutions of the United Negro College Fund. You better wake up. everywhere. If a student at, I said Morehouse, not no house. Gun violence, that's a threat. Secondly, we got to improve educational outcomes at our K through 12 public schools.
Yes.
That's near and dear to my heart. Y'all ain't got time for me to deal with that. We have to improve educational outcomes at our existing public schools. We got to. Y'all know it, teachers at Russ College. Y'all got to go through remedial courses to get a freshman ready to deal with college work. Okay, ain't nobody gonna say it, man, but you know I'm telling you. These young people come out of high school, at least if they come out of high school in Memphis, it's a rare occasion to see a Memphis City School graduate come out fluent in English. They graduate and can't read at 8th grade level. Okay, y'all don't like it. And that's not white folks' responsibility, it's ours. What you mad at white folk for? They don't want to see no weak Negro community. White folk don't want to see no weak black community. White folk believe in making money. Man, it ain't stuff about no black. It's all about green. And I ain't mad at him. And what you mad at him for? I'm trying to get with him. Man, can I go home with you? Anybody think about all that? Quit hanging around these poor mouth folks. Try to find out what he did to get a bank. Try to find out what you do to start a business. Try to find out so you can make use of it. Come on. Got to improve educational outcomes of our public schools. And that means black folk got to support charter schools. Look how quiet. You got to support charter schools. You got to support school choice vouchers. What? You doggone right. Yes. Until we fix our traditional schools, we need to do everything we can to get our children an education by any means. How you going to sit up and tell me, no, I don't believe no child in school. Now, a child graduating from traditional public school and can't read on 8th grade level, and you say, no, don't send no child to school. Send mine to wherever they can get an education. Right. How many of y'all saw the movie Titanic? How many of y'all know them folk drowned? What you look like? You on Titanic, and here they come with some lifeboats. But you said, no, I don't want my children in no lifeboat. We paid a ticket for the Titanic. I ain't let my children in that little lifeboat. You fool. If a charter school is going to get your child an education and a college degree, support charter school. Thirdly, I told y'all it was 4. Thirdly, poverty. Too many of us are too broke. Okay, I just know there was going to be some more folks saying amen. Let me say it again. There's too many of us too broke. You sit up trying to say, that's your problem. You sit up trying to act like you all that. No good well you drove up in your own fumes. Praying to the Lord that you make it back to the house. He's the Father of God on that. Too many of us too broke, y'all. We are going to have to build wealth in our community. And you can't build wealth in your community if you bad-mouthing every black person that owns a business. All right, I'm going to make somebody mad in here. That's right. Right now, somebody says, you know, I would go down there, but every time I go down there, they got the prices too high down there. Or you'll go to a black-owned business and have a bad experience and you swap, oh God, you ain't going back. I ain't going back. You carry your butt to McDonald's, get a bad McNugget, you don't do nothing but take it back and say, give me a nugget. That's a tribal mentality. That's a crowd mentality. You just mad because somebody else got a business and you don't have one. We got to create wealth in our community.
That's right. That's right.
In order to be able to give money to the UNCF. Look, I'm so... I want to be like Oprah. Oprah decided what... going on in here? What is really going on? Oprah decided one day that she was going to pay for all these men to go to Morehouse College. She paid their whole tuition. She said, how much is it? They said something like $400,000. Oh, that all here's $1 million. That's wealth. Do whatever you need to do to get in a position where you can write a check or whatever somebody needs. That's the third one. Do y'all remember what the first one was? What was the second one? What's the third one? There's too many of us too broke. And then finally, and then Pastor Modest, there's some folk gonna get mad at me for real right now. Here's the fourth threat, the real threat to us doing what we need to do to get our children to and through college. We got a black church that is stuck in vain religious tradition.
My Lord. Yes. Yes.
We got a black church. Watch this. Father, I stretch my hand to thee. That ain't gonna pay college tuition. I see some of y'all upset with me. Why you mad at me? I'm a product of that. I'm not bad mouthing it. I'm saying it's not enough. The God who is able to deliver our people from slavery surely is able to allow us to pay college tuition. Surely he's able to empower us to create businesses. Surely he's able. I said surely he's able. Don't y'all mess with me tonight. I ain't preached in a while. God is able. We got to get our church out of the chains and bondage of vain tradition.
Yes.
There are enough black churches in this area, in this county, to raise enough money to pay the salaries of the UNCF and Russ College and everybody else.
Yes.
If we would make up our minds that that's what we want to do, we got to support each other in business. We got to support each other every way we can. What can we do to get our children to and through college? We got to pray.
Yes,
then we got to get up off our knees and do the work.
Yes.
Give as much as you can. And when you've done that, give some more. Do what you can. And when you've done that, do some more. And then and only then will we be able to stand with pride and say that we truly did all that we could to contribute to a productive society rather than being a drag on society. Young ladies and young men of Russ College, make up in your mind right now that you're going to complete your degree. And as a graduate of Russ College, you're going to do everything you can to give money to help your school.
That's right. That's right.
The one that helped you.
That's right.
And when you've done all you can,
Yes, sir.
trust God
Yes.
to do the rest.
Right.
God bless you.